Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I have another tattoo TikTok tale for you guys, and this one is fucked up. This story just really gets to me. So this TikToker walked out right in the middle of her huge stomach tattoo because of how the tattoo artist was treating her. And now she's afraid that he's gonna come after her because she exposed him in a TikTok that now has 15 million views. And on top of that, more women have come forward against this artist. So we're getting into that whole story today. If you're new here, my name is Sally EST. I'm on a journey towards becoming a tattoo artist myself, and I make tattoo related content right here every week. So with that being said, let's dive right into this tattoo TikTok tale. So the TikTok user we're going to be talking about today is Delina. And Delina's TikTok @ is Sonora Cabrona. And she posted this video back in April. So we'll just start out by watching the video.
I need to know if I'm being dramatic or not. I just left in the middle of getting my tattoo. Like in the middle of my appointment. I got up and I paid him and I left. I met this guy at the gym and he like approached me specifically to like because of my tattoos, and he was like, oh, I do tattoos, and he gave me his card and we exchanged information, and then I looked him up and I liked his work, and I had a tattoo that I wanted to get done all over my stomach, like I want to get it blasted. So naturally I come to the thing and he has me take off my shirt. I have my pasties, so I'm literally just there without a shirt, and then literally just my nipples are covered, and he just starts talking about how unsymmetrical I was. He started calling my boobs tits. But the last straw, I turn around and he goes, oh, I get why I see you in the gym all the time. You got back rolls. Am I crazy?
So that's a TikTok, and the text on screen says, the worst tattoo experience in my life. Now I need to find someone to fix this huge outline I have on my stomach. And Delina captioned the video, I just had a panic attack in my car. Side note, I love the scorpion on her neck. I'm obsessed with it. Whenever I watch her videos, I can't stop looking at the scorpion. It just looks so cool. I think it's a scorpion anyway. So like I said, this video has 15 million views, it has 3 million likes. There was a bunch of comments, I assume, but Delina has since deleted the comments on this video. So the last straw for Delina was when he said that she has back rolls and that's why she's in the gym, which is awful, but the fact that he was calling her breasts tits is just so inappropriate for a tattoo artist. That's just in itself disgusting to me. No one in a professional setting should be referring to your body like that. So Delina posted this TikTok essentially asking, like, am I crazy for having walked out on this tattoo? Because she walked out in the middle of her session. She did pay the artist, they finished the outlines, but she essentially just walked out. I mean, I don't think that she's crazy for doing that at all. Just the way that he was referring to her body was already just incredibly, incredibly rude and creepy. Like, honestly, that's just creepy. So like I said, Delina turned off the comments of this video, but there were comments on it initially, and she responded to a few of those comments in videos. So we're gonna watch that now. So this is Delina's response to the comment, "You still paid him?" ? And this is what she said.
I'm 5'1". He's 6'+". We're in a garage that is his studio. The only door to get out to my car is the garage door, which he has to manually open. He's talked to me like I'm not a human, so I already see how he views me less than him. Who's to say that he wouldn't get angry and possibly physical if I were to say get up and try to short him his money? So I had him finish the outline. We already started. I had him finish the outline, and I was like, yeah, my husband needs me, and I got up and I left. Same thing if I were to blast him on social media, like people are asking me to, post his socials, this, that, whatever, and the third. We live in the same area. He goes to my same gym. We live 10 minutes apart, and this is a small town. If I'm driving around, he's gonna know it's me because of my pink Jeep. Who's to say he's not angry that everybody's been harassing him on social media and he doesn't come after me or approach me? I blocked him on everything, and I'm still scared he's gonna come see me and say something.
Gosh, my heart really goes out to Delina in this situation. Like, you can tell that she is like, she's really shaken up about this, but she's also like really genuinely afraid of this dude. And Delina captioned this video, "This is the real world, friends." And I think that's important to keep in mind with these stories. It's like, it's easy to go online and comment like, what's his at? Where is he at? Like all this stuff. But like Delina said, they go to the same gym. They live in a small town. She has a distinctive car. Like in your day-to-day life, you don't have the internet backing you up like she does online. And honestly, big, shady tattooers can be really scary people. So I'm glad Delina is just really looking out for herself. But on this video, she does have comments still on, so I'll read you through some of those. The top comment says, "You did what you felt would be the safest outcome for you. Don't let anyone tell you what you should have, would have, could have done." Someone else said, "No, you paid your way out of there for your safety. Definitely do whatever you feel is safest. You trusted your gut and protected yourself." And then a few comments are talking about how his Instagram has been fully blasted. So it seems like in the original video, the tattoo artist's Instagram was found out and it was put in the comments. And I think this man was fully bombarded with comments and just everything on his Instagram, because now his Instagram is private. So I can't see any of the comments that were left, but I assume that it's not good. And then in the next video, Delina posted responding to someone who said tattoo reveal. So this is that video of what he did. And then in the video, the text on screen says, "I've already got a couple of really great offers to get it shaded, fixed, and filled by artists in the area," which is so great that artists are seeing this and offering to help Delina. It just shows you that there are good artists out there. So this outline seems like it's just an upside down bat, and I think the wings kind of spread across the side of her abdomen. Honestly, it's not bad. It's just line work. I'm assuming this didn't take that long. It probably took around like 2, maybe 3 hours. So hopefully Delina was not in that man's garage for that long. Luckily, the tattoo artist that worked on her could at least pull a clean line, because it seems like pretty much any artist could go in and work on that. So fortunately, people are coming to Delina's defense here, which is great because of how awful she was treated throughout this process. And it just sucks to have something permanent on your body that represents just such a difficult and like uncomfortable moment. So hopefully this can be totally transformed for Delina. So then we have this fourth video where Delina fully puts this guy on blast. And here's that video.
So I was feeling pretty guilty for posting his social media, and I was like, I don't know, like this is his livelihood, like maybe I made a mistake, maybe he had made a mistake, maybe this was a one-time thing, maybe I could have talked to him about it, and I was just angry and I acted out of turn. But on Instagram and on TikTok and on Twitter, I am getting messages from women who are letting me know that he also made them feel uncomfortable talking about their bodies, trying to coerce them into like giving him and his homeboys rides, trying to set them up with like himself or others, trying to get rides to like the flea market. And then somebody contacted his old job, and the old job got back to me, or got back to them to let them know like, oh, this guy also got fired from this establishment because he was making women uncomfortable and had several complaints about him. So I no longer feel bad, and now I'm just happy that he's being held accountable.
Damn. So this video was made in response to Delina's own comment on her original video where she did blast his at, but she said his Instagram is Johnny_V_tattoo. So essentially Delina is saying she was a little bit unsure if she should put him on blast publicly, but since she's gotten messages from other women saying that they were in similar situations and that he was fired from his previous job for making women uncomfortable, it's just like clearly this man is at the very least being incredibly disrespectful and rude towards women. And it's a pattern of behavior that has just gone unchecked for a really long time. And it's just such a shame that it's come to this point where Delina has to share this awful experience that she had for this guy to finally be held accountable. And I'm completely on Delina's side in this case. I think that clearly this man has taken advantage of his position as a tattoo artist and made women uncomfortable on many, many occasions. So I don't think he should be able to tattoo any more women. But some people online don't think Delina should have put this man on blast. So Delina made another video in response to a comment saying, he may have made some stupid comments, but did you really have to give his Insta and ruin his livelihood? And Delina responded with this.
The internet does such a good job of oversimplifying things. I don't care that he made comments about my body. I care that he went out of his way to solicit his business to me, withheld the fact that he worked at an actual shop and not just a private studio, got me to that private studio where he then asked me weird questions about my job in the industry as an accountant, started calling my boobs tits after he asked me, or no, I'm sorry, he didn't ask me anything. He told me to take my shirt off, made weird comments, and when I told him that it was offensive, he told me to pretty much get over it. I put that experience on the internet. The internet told me that they want to know his name so they could stay away from him. I said, you know what? That's a good enough reason for me. And I put his name out there. And do you know what happened next? Women, to include minors, came forward. It kind of sounds like this guy needed to be held accountable.
Okay. There are just so many things. Like, I know it's the internet and it's gonna happen, but it just doesn't make sense to me that people would be like, oh, it's just a few comments, don't ruin his livelihood over that. When it's like, he ruined his livelihood. Delina just put out her experience with this man. Like, this man did this to himself. So that just bothers me that people say like, oh, you're ruining his career. It's like, no, this man ruined his own career by acting this way towards women. And like Delina said, she found out that this guy's also tattooing minors, which is just another level of what the fuck. There's such a huge amount of trust that goes into the tattooing experience, especially for women in vulnerable parts of their bodies, like their stomach. And when they have to get undressed for the tattoo appointment, like there's a huge amount of vulnerability and trust that you have to put in your tattoo artist. And the fact that she said that he didn't even ask her to take off her shirt, he told her to take off her shirt, just makes me want to crawl out of my skin. I literally hate that. There's no reason, no one should be telling you that. And what's crazy is that he sought her out in the gym and then proceeded to make comments about her weight and her body's symmetricalness. It's just like, what? Like, what would possess you to do that? And not to mention that he's tattooing out of his garage that he says is a private studio. That's just such a huge red flag if a tattoo artist ever tells you to go to their home. There's absolutely no way their house is registered with the health department as a business that you can tattoo people in. And it's just hugely unsafe and unregulated. And that's probably how this guy's tattooing minors and treating people absolutely inappropriately in his garage. It's just so suspect. People do this, but they claim that it's a private studio to avoid paying shop fees, to avoid paying business fees, to avoid being checked up on by the health department. It's just an absolute no. And it just sucks that some clients just won't know this and they will just go to a random address thinking that it could be a private studio. And that seems like that's what happened with Delina. She didn't know until she showed up. To avoid this happening to you, I would definitely recommend just looking the shop up online before you go to the shop. Look up the address, see if there's a business registered, see the name of the shop. If there's a name of the shop, there should be a name of the shop somewhere on Instagram, on Google Maps, on the website. There should be a record of a tattoo shop somewhere if it's an actual tattoo shop. If there's none of this, if it's in a residential area, just don't go. Just don't go. And in reality, if they're not a really popular tattooer, like someone that has hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, they probably don't have their own legitimate private studio. Of course, there can be exceptions to this, but you can just kind of use that as a general rule. If they're not poppin', the likelihood that they even need a private studio is pretty low. So that's why I really don't think it's a problem that Delina blasted this guy's on social media and it's out there and he's private now and everyone is coming after him. Like, I know I've said this a million times and I'm up on my soapbox, but the tattoo industry is so hugely unregulated that unfortunately the tattoo community has to hold people accountable. And that's exactly what's happening here. This man is being held accountable for his actions and hopefully won't be able to treat women this way anymore because of this video and how he's been exposed online. I think it's a good thing. But it just sucks that Delina was in this situation in the first place. And luckily there is some good that has come out of the situation. So Delina posted this video about a week after all of those videos. So a female tattoo artist offered to pick up where that original guy left off for free, and that tattoo artist is now fixing Delina's tattoo. And you can see they've already made really good progress on it. On the bat, they've almost completely finished the middle of the bat and it looks really good. So this tattoo artist is Paula Yvonne, who is at paulayvonne.tat2 on TikTok, and on IG she is _Paula Yvonne_. So overall, I'm really glad that Delina was able to find a great tattoo artist in her area that she can trust to finish her stomach for her. But I hope that she's able to just move on from this because that guy just was completely out of pocket with how he treated her. And I hope he's not able to treat anyone else like that ever again. But you guys will have to let me know what you think about this whole TikTok tattoo tale. Do you think this guy got what he deserved? Do you think maybe this was blown out of proportion? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you have, leave me this emoji in the comments so that I know that you are a real one. Bye everyone.